The power of silence, the architecture of the invisible mask. I remember catching myself once explaining too much, trying to prove I belonged in a room that had already judged me before I spoke. Have you ever felt that strange urge to keep talking, as if more words could rescue your worth? For thousands of years, long before smartphones and algorithms, survival depended on reading intention in silence. In eyes, posture, breath, and hesitation. And here is the hidden truth. The systems we think we control are now decoding those same intentions, rewiring our minds and harvesting our impulses through every word, click, and pause. So before we step into this machinery, we have to ask a dangerous question. What if silence was never emptiness, but power? The overflow of speech. There is something deeply human about filling silence. A pause feels like danger. In conversation, in meetings, online, we rush to explain ourselves. We write long texts, we overstate, we clarify before being misunderstood. It feels safe, but it is often surrender. The brain evolved in tribes where uncertainty could mean death. The amygdala, our ancient threat detector, hates ambiguity. Silence feels ambiguous. It triggers tension. So we speak, not always to communicate, but to calm ourselves. Yet every extra word leaks something: intention, insecurity, desire. This is the architecture beneath speech. Words are not just sound. They are maps of our inner world. Modern algorithms know this. They scan patterns, measure hesitation, track sentiment. They build predictive models from what we reveal. And the first law of power remains unchanged across Rome, Versailles, and Silicon Valley. What you reveal can be used against you. Coriolanus and the collapse of mystery. In ancient Rome, Gnaeus Marcius Coriolanus was legend before he was man. His scars spoke louder than language. 17 years of war had made him myth. The people projected greatness onto him because they knew so little. But then he spoke. And like a statue cracking under sunlight, the illusion broke. His words were arrogant, bitter, excessive. What had once been mystery became ordinary vanity. Rome no longer saw a hero. It saw a man desperate to be admired. This is the paradox of power. Mystery magnifies perception. The mind fills silence with grandeur. When Coriolanus overexplained himself, he gave people raw access to his intentions. An intention, once exposed, can be judged. In neuroscience, prediction reduces awe. Once the unknown becomes known, wonder collapses. So does authority. The human machine of interpretation. As Carl Jung once observed, what remains unconscious directs us. Human beings are interpretation machines. We cannot tolerate blanks. When someone says little, the mind rushes to complete the picture. This is why silence unnerves us. It leaves too much room for projection. A short reply, a long pause, a neutral expression. These are not empty. They are full of possibility, and possibility activates cognitive load. The prefrontal cortex begins spinning scenarios, trying to decode meaning. Powerful people understand this instinctively. Silence forces others to work, to reveal, to fill the gap. The one who speaks less often learns more. In a world obsessed with expression, restraint becomes asymmetrical power. Because information is currency, and silence is how you stop spending it. The digital confession booth. Today we no longer confess to priests, we confess to platforms. Every post is an emotional fingerprint. Every comment is an exposed intention. Social media feels like expression, but structurally, it is extraction. The more you say, the more precise the machine becomes at knowing you. This is not metaphor. Machine learning models rely on behavioral surplus. Tiny fragments of speech, choice, timing, these become data sets. The algorithm learns your fears before you consciously name them. In evolutionary psychology, intention reading was once a tribal skill called theory of mind. Today, machines imitate it at planetary scale. They do not need to understand your soul, only your pattern, and patterns predict behavior. In this way, oversharing is no longer just social. It is computational surrender. The tongue as exposure. Leonardo da Vinci once wrote of oysters opening too wide, only to be trapped by crabs. It is an old image, but painfully modern. Speech opens us. A careless sentence can destroy years of reputation. One impulsive email, one sarcastic remark, one emotional confession in the wrong room. Neuroscience calls this emotional leakage. Under stress, the limbic system overrides executive control. Words escape before thought can tame them. And once spoken, they cannot be retrieved. Language feels invisible, but it leaves permanent traces. In memory, in recordings, in algorithms. Every word is a breadcrumb leading back to your mind. The disciplined understand this. Silence is not suppression, it is filtration. The evolution of intention. Before language, there was intention. Our ancestors survived not by strength, but by predicting what others meant to do. A glance toward food, a shift toward violence, a hidden motive in posture. This became the foundation of human intelligence. The brain became an intention-reading engine. This ability shaped civilization, empathy, deception, cooperation, betrayal. All depend on reading unseen goals. The amygdala scans threat. The cortex interprets motive. Together, they build our social reality. Now digital systems attempt the same thing. Search engines finish our thoughts. Ads predict our needs. Feeds anticipate our desires. They do not just respond, they infer. This is the great mirror of modernity, machines learning the oldest human skill. And in that mirror, silence becomes camouflage. Louis XIV and the economy of words. Louis XIV understood this deeply. In the endless corridors of Versailles, words were political currency. Yet he spent them sparingly. I shall see. 3 words. Enough to freeze ministers in uncertainty for weeks. His silence forced everyone around him to reveal more. Plans, fears, alliances, desires. They spoke endlessly while he remained unreadable. It was strategy, not temperament. Modern cognitive science calls this asymmetric information advantage. The less others know about your internal state, the harder you are to manipulate. The more they expose theirs, the easier they are to predict. Power, then, is often less about speaking truth and more about controlling access to intention. The neuroscience of pause. A pause is not empty. The brain hates it. Studies in cognitive neuroscience show that unresolved silence activates prediction circuits. The anterior cingulate cortex begins scanning for error. Something feels incomplete. The listener leans in. This is why pauses in speech feel so powerful. They create tension. Tension creates attention. Great speakers know this. So do interrogators. So do algorithms. A loading wheel on a screen uses the same principle. Uncertainty captures focus. In this way, silence is neurological gravity. It bends awareness toward itself. The one who controls the pause controls the frame. And in a distracted age, controlling attention may be the purest form of power. The algorithm of overexposure. Platforms reward volume, more posting, more talking, more revealing. The system trains us against silence. Dopamine loops reinforce expression, likes become micro-validations. Each disclosure feels meaningful, but the architecture beneath it is transactional. You offer data, the system offers stimulation. This is how identity becomes fragmented. We perform ourselves constantly. Not because we know who we are, but because the machine keeps asking. And every answer weakens mystery. Philosopher Jean Baudrillard warned that simulation replaces reality. Today, the digital self often speaks more than the real self. And the more it speaks, the thinner it becomes. Warhol and the Oracle Effect. Andy Warhol mastered ambiguity. In interviews, he answered vaguely, often strangely. People assumed depth where there was silence. This was not stupidity, it was design. The oracle at Delphi worked the same way. A few cryptic words. No endless interpretation. Humans give meaning to mystery. It is how myth is born. In behavioral psychology, ambiguity increases engagement. We remember unresolved things more vividly. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Incomplete signals remain alive in the mind. To say less is to let others carry the weight of meaning. That weight makes your presence larger than your words. The Philosophy of Restraint. Friedrich Nietzsche warned that those who cannot command themselves will be commanded by others. Speech is one of the clearest tests of self-command. To restrain words is not weakness, it is internal sovereignty. It means thought has outrun impulse. It means emotion has not seized the wheel. Philosophically, silence is not absence, it is containment. Like a dam holding back force, potential energy. And potential always feels more powerful than release. This is why masters across traditions spoke carefully. Zen monks, Stoics, kings, scientists. They understood a hidden law. What remains unspoken shapes reality more than what is shouted. The cost of foolish words. History is full of lives ruined by one sentence. A joke said too sharply, a truth said too early, a confession said too openly. Words are irreversible events. In physics, entropy means systems move toward disorder. Speech accelerates social entropy. The more we speak carelessly, the more variables we unleash. Interpretations multiply, misunderstandings grow. Silence reduces variables. It keeps the system cleaner. This is why sarcasm is dangerous. It feels clever in the moment, but the nervous system of another person may store it as injury for years. One sentence can become a scar. And scars, unlike words, do not fade quickly. Silence is shield. In a world trying to decode your intention, silence becomes defense. Not total silence, strategic silence. When you reveal less, your amygdala remains calmer. Fewer social threats, fewer reactive loops. More control over where your attention goes. This matters because attention is the doorway to intention. If your attention is hijacked, your intention is diluted. And if intention is diluted, identity begins to fracture. The quiet person is not always empty. Often they are protecting coherence, holding the center, keeping the internal architecture intact while the external world tries to map it. Living with less noise. Imagine waking up and speaking only what matters. No defensive explanations, no impulsive posts, no endless self-advertisement. At first it feels strange, because modern life trains us to narrate ourselves constantly. But slowly, something returns. Clarity. You notice more, you listen more, you think before reacting. The nervous system settles. The world feels less like a battlefield of impressions and more like a field of signals. To live this way is not to disappear. It is to become deliberate. And deliberate people move differently through chaos. Their energy is conserved. Their presence becomes heavier. The final law of power. The deepest truth is simple. Words expose intention. Silence protects it. And intention is the hidden engine of human life. Every ambition, every fear, every act of love or violence begins there. The digital world is built to find it, shape it, monetize it. So saying less is no longer just social strategy. It is cognitive survival. Not because silence makes you mysterious, but because it keeps your inner architecture from being colonized by noise. Perhaps that is why the wise have always spoken carefully. Not because they knew less, but because they understood more. And understood this above all: what is protected within silence can still remain yours. This is Orbital Sapiens Decode Code, where we uncover the hidden patterns, unseen costs, and scientific forces shaping the mind in the digital age. The conversation doesn't end here. Visit the quiz tab and share your score in the comments. Thanks for your time, it's been a delight. What should we explore next? Comment, share, and save your insight. Subscribe to Orbital Sapiens and keep your thoughts bright.